Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom, and today we have finally made it to the tell-all of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 8, Episode 20, Couples Tell-All, No Limits. So hopefully everyone got a chance to watch it, whether you saw it live on Sundays, replay on Mondays, or you're just here for the review. What do I always say? I appreciate that too. So welcome in, sit back, relax. Let's talk about this. Let's get a kiki on with these couples, because you know what? With the couples staying in the same household the first time ever in, about to say married the first time, 90 Day Fiancé history, looks like there's going to be a whole lot of tension that's really going to play out in the house versus on the tell-all stage. And you know what? Just by observation. And if you've been here before, maybe not. And if not, then I'll let you know. Ashley and Manuel, I'm not necessarily a fan of Ashley because, you know, she tried to make it seem like on her very first season that she was really the only Black Ashley there was. I'm like, girl, that name is so common. Okay, you are not the only Black Ashley. And to be as old as you are, you ought to know better. Anyways, and she wasn't joking. And ever since then, and just different little quirks about her personality, just kind of put me off a little bit. But you know what? Hey, girl, you go for it with your relationship. Hopefully it works out for you. But it seems like Ashley is like the mother hen of the house so far. She's, you know, the one asking questions of the people, of the couples, whether they're still together or not. That's in the house, like, you know, who's sleeping with who and who's doing this, who's doing that. I wonder how long the mother hen is going to last with Miss Ashley, because, again, she gives a vibe of, I don't know, maybe that she is just like, because she's a psychic, right? In her words, she's into the potions and pills and stones. So maybe she, you know, did a little something before she came in the house to maybe she set her vision on, and maybe that's why she's giving the aura that she's given. I'll just give it like that. She's giving an aura that, you know, to me is pudding. But if you like Ashley, that's cool. I'm just saying, just from my perspective. So again, everyone, welcome in. Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. Leave me your comments, whether you're here live or on the replay, so I know what you thought about this tell-all. And again, if you don't know, there is going to be 5 tell-alls. So I think the 5th, to going into the weeks, that's going to lead into whether the 90 Day the other way has a reunion or not. But they've already dropped, because, you know, 90 Day franchise is year-round. They never stop, right? Has already dropped a trailer for the newest installment of 90 Day that's coming out in September. So by the end of the tell-all part 5, I will have the clip edited so that y'all will see, if you haven't seen it yet, what's going to be going on. And I'm telling you, I don't know who they recruit to sign up for these shows, but sorry to say, it's more and more train wrecks every single episode, seasons, what have you. So if you thought you saw something before, oh, no. This trailer, I think, to me, is one of the top that I've made me think, like, where did they get these people from? And are they serious? So, all right, everyone. So again, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Everyone hit that like. Leave your comments. I'm also going to drop the link in just a second. Let me see who's here saying hello first, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining, everyone. All right. So, Tamika, hey, girl, hey. How are you doing? And Miss Sharon, hello. Rory, hello there. You missed a Sunday, but you're here for our live. Well, thank you for joining, Rory. I appreciate it. Sharon, you said, I didn't see it. I don't have cable. When can I watch it? Oh, the new season? If you stream, Sharon, are you streaming? Let me know if you're streaming, because if you stream, like if you have like the, and this is not sponsored, the Amazon Fire Stick, Roku, those little gadgets like that, you can watch 90 Day Fiancé on there too. The same way if you watch Married at First Sight, if you stream things like that. Yes, Discovery Plus, things like that. Yes. Okay, what are the comments? Tamika, you say the new season Hot Mess expressed me for okay, yes. I know I sent it to you, girl. I'm like, are they serious? Like the very first person that presented. Anyways. And Roy, you said there was an article for the new season the other way in People magazine. Yeah, the trailer just dropped today. So it's going to be very, very interesting. And Sharon, yes, if you have Roku. So if the episode comes out Sundays, you'll be able to see it the very next day, Monday. And same for this season that's already started for Monday. You can see it the very next day. Streaming is always the next day. And that's why I like to have the lives for the 90 days, the tell-all, things like that, and the videos that I do like the next day or so to give y'all a chance, if you do stream, a chance to catch up. So is, what I'm saying in video is not going to, spoil it for you. So I give everyone a chance to catch up and just to interact. That's why I do the lives the day after. So same with Married at First Sight when that comes back out too. So what'd you say, Devontae? HBO Max has it as well. Yeah. So Sharon, on your Roku, you may have to download HBO Max on there. I know that has the TLC channels if you're interested in watching the 90 Day Fiancés. And what is Married at First Sight on? I always forget. Lifetime, that's a different one. You just have to search around and find it. Like type it in, and then it'll pop up for you if it's extra service or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link now. When I drop the link under Millennial Mom, you just follow the prompts and you have your choice of having your camera on or off so we can see your wonderful face, but it will have your microphone on. So just remember to follow YouTube guidelines. This is for entertainment purposes only. Try to change if you're typing in the chat and you have a curse word, try to change it, so we know what you're talking about, damn to dang, things like that. So nothing too extreme, that's not this kind of channel over here. We can laugh and kiki, but it's not raunchy over here. If you want raunchy, you got to see someone else, but stop here first though. Okay. Because I appreciate it. So, all right. So we're going to do a round robin. So again, part one of the tell all, no limits. So let me just give a small introduction of it. Again, on the first time in history, everyone, all the couples minus Nicole and Mahmoud have made it to tell-all. Now we knew, and if you didn't know, I knew, and some of you knew too, that they weren't going to make the tell-all because they had other issues outside of the franchise of DV, things like that. So they didn't make it. I know some of y'all thinking, well, Angela had this for a very long time. Well, you have to think too that Angela has been for a while before there's lots of protesting from the people, have been like anchoring the show, but I do believe I heard that TLC has now pulled the plug. So after all this, we shouldn't be seeing Angela and Michael together. Now, if we see Michael separately, that's different. But Angela, no longer on the franchise. And you know what? I might be here for a Michael spinoff to see what he's been doing. Okay? Whether it be a single life or something, because Michael has been a man about the town. And I'm going to be nosy. I want to know what Michael's been up to. Okay. So anyways, all the couples get to the house. They're in New Jersey. Now, normally they film in New York, but they're in New Jersey. And did anyone else think, this reminds me of like the Real Housewives of New Jersey, like going through these neighborhoods, if you watch their franchise, right? And they filmed this in the winter times. It's like January-ish and the snow on the ground and things like that. And I knew when I saw Gina and Jasmine, because the couples came separately or singles, I knew she would be like, oh, snow like Michigan. And you know what? Next week, I'm having me a crown. I didn't have time to get it today. I have a crown next week for Jasmine and Angela and me. Okay, we're going to have a crown. But I knew she would have her problem. And I knew as soon as she saw the house, her eyes would be filled with stars. Like, if Gino only bought me a house like this, we'd have no problems. I'm like, girl, you still would have a problem. But your problems would just be a little bit less because you're in this big grandiose house, right? The first couple to arrive was Patrick and Thaias. Okay. And then the other couples came after the fact. Ed and Liz came separately. Liz came first. They were like, oh, where's Ed? She was like, I don't know. She was like, I hope I don't see him or nothing. But The trip for me is when they did see each other, why was there tears? Okay. As dirty as Ed did you, Liz, what are you crying for? Okay. You should have thought about Riley first and foremost. I mean, you don't have custody of your baby. And then with him and the show playing off, oh, girl, no. Anyways, then Rob and Sophie, they came together. Now, the body language is still off, right? Sophie finally has on the right color wig, girl. Yes, keep that brown all the time. Don't go back to blonde. Don't go back to that Barbie hair. That Barbie hair is not your style. Okay? It don't look nice, Sophie. Anyways, so she was afraid to come in the house because she was nervous for what people were thinking. So they're together, but they're not. And I'm like, Rob, no. Okay, it was not. But you do what you want to do. And then finally, last but not least, is I know I'm skipping around. Loren and Alexi. I figured they would be last to come in, though, right? I mean, they are truly, other than Michelangelo, the OGs. Matter of fact, they're before Michelangelo. They are the OGs of the show. And to be honest, I mean, did they really have to come to the house? What did they give to the series this season? Is it just me? Okay, I'm gonna get to y'all. All right, so who didn't show up? Did I say it already? Michael and Angela. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised, but they'll be there next week. And that's when the majority of the drama is gonna come in from Angela, as usual, Big Ed, as usual, and seem like Ashley's gonna have a little sprinkle in there too. So let me read some more comments. I see you backstage, and I'll get the party started. Hello, Phil Foster Dogman. How are you? Rory, you said part 1 was Cray from the clips. Yes, girl. Hey, Cynthia. How are you? And Phil Foster Dog Mom Mo, you say, I think Mahmoud put his foot down or refused to even come tell her because Andrew's done with Michael. No, I think he's back in his homeland. I think that's why. So them charges wouldn't let him stay because that citizenship green card process was halted. Okay, y'all ready backstage? All right, here we go. We got Miss Tamika and we have Devontae. Or you want to be called Vontae? Which one?
Hey, whatever y'all want to call me. They call me it. Y'all know me now. Y'all know me now, so y'all call me Vontae.
He bro at this point.
Right.
How are you doing?
Good. How y'all doing?
Good.
How are you?
What did we think that was like? Did it come across like Real Housewives of New Jersey when they were driving down the street? If you know what I mean.
Came across real bougie.
Real bougie. And was anyone surprised that Jasmine was like, oh, Gino gonna be in a house like this, we'd have no problems. I'm like, girl, please.
Where is your children?
Right.
You're thinking about yourself.
Right.
It ain't even got no lift upstairs or nothing.
No. She still ain't thinking about her children to this day.
She's not. What do we think about Ashley? Because I took it, Ashley was being the mother hen to me. You know what I'm saying? She was like doing Ashley, like she does with her family on the season. You know, like stirring the pot, asking questions. Girl, you want to get to know everybody because she's like, I know we probably all won't be friends by the end of this. Was that even necessary to say on night 1?
No.
Because your husband, I'm surprised he's still sitting here personally. I'm surprised he weren't in New York or Newark with his family, to be honest. So, anyways, what do you think about Liz crying when her and Ed actually sit next to each other? Them snot booger tears.
I'm so tired of her crying. Fake tears.
Yeah, but Ed had the nerve to be emotional too, talking about I miss you. How you miss her? You put her out.
Girl, you got a whole boyfriend that is actually very attractive. Stop crying over him. Let it go. In the words of Ella, let it go, or Elsie, whatever her name is.
Elsa, yeah.
Yeah, Elsa. Let it go, let it go.
But this just goes to show that she is not completely healed. And then when we get to actual law, I'm gonna get more into it than that.
I mean, yeah, don't look like she learned her lesson at all. Again, your mom told you the first time. What your mom tell you with Ed? You moving too fast. Then what you do? You got a boyfriend already, but you see the old boyfriend of you. Why am I doing this? Come over here, babe. Whoa.
Oops. Why did I call you babe? Oops.
Yeah, you're not over him, ma'am.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Rory said Jasmine was fake crying for her children 1 minute and the next nothing. We still don't know about Jasmine's mama's cancer. Actually, she said that her mother, she had a biopsy and came out clean margins. So I know about that personally because y'all know if you've been here a while, I do. I mean, I have in remission for cancer too. And what happens if they go in, you do all your tests, they do biopsies. Clean margins means you're in remission. If it's not clean, you're back under treatment. That's the difference with clean margins and not. So anyways, Phil Foster Dog Mom says Ashley was trying to show off all her degrees because she kept putting her 2 cents in. Okay, listen. I want proof of these degrees, okay? I was literally packing my millennials degrees last night in a picture frame, putting it up nice. And I was like, reminiscing. I want to see Ashley's $100,000 debt degrees since she
got it from DeVry.
I know you've been saying it. They're closed too, right? So I want to see proof that she has.
Or that one college that little Romeo was talking about.
ICDC college. I'm sorry, ICDC.
Right. Roy says, stop crying over Humpty Dumpty. Right. And you want to see the degrees too. Exactly. But I was just like, y'all had broken up 15 times prior to all this, but on other franchises, Single Life, all this and that. So that means there's still hurt there. So anyway, Kobe and what's her name? I forgot that.
Emily.
Right. Who cleared her to fly as big as how she was pregnant?
Did she buy 2 seats on the airplane? And I'm not trying to be funny. I don't fat shame nobody. But Lord have mercy.
She was
oh my God. I'm like, I know that ain't one baby.
Baby.
They probably flew them first class just because she was pregnant.
I don't know, but
I hope so.
You're not supposed to fly 7 months.
No. So she's 8 months.
I wonder how she got there. Like, who cleared this? You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
Yeah. She said
Emily
she was 8 months.
It. She probably was just like, I did this before. Come on. I'm not missing this, Kobe. You're not leaving me with the children.
Right. And then I wonder how many attachments she needed to get over her belly.
I don't know. But she made it though. She made it. I was surprised she did.
Dang, she was 8 months. I thought she was like 6.
No, she said she was 8.
She was.
Oh, that's why the host asked if she could. Would you go have a baby on TV? Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah. So, anyone surprised that Gino and Jasmine aren't speaking? Anybody surprised?
No.
Nope.
Anyways, so Ashley decides to ask. I think it was Ashley because, like I said, she was mother hen of the house. I want to see how this plays out for all the tell-offs. Okay. Because Ashley, y'all know how I feel about Ashley. So she decides to ask production. So is Michael and Angela coming? And production's like, no, they're not coming. They're like, I wonder why. Nobody was shocked. I wasn't shocked. Was y'all shocked? I'm not speaking for y'all. Was y'all shocked they didn't come the same night?
No.
I was kind of shocked. I thought they was going to do like a little dramatic entrance,
Or maybe one of them came and not the other. But no, I'm not shocked about this. No, any of it anymore.
When I saw Loren and Alexi come in last, I knew Angela and Michael weren't coming. I knew they weren't. They kind of came in like old, new, old meaning seasons, old season, new season, old season, new season. So the come in would be Michael and Angela, but it wasn't. It was Alexi and Loren. Like I said, they were on before Angela and Michael. They've been on since 1, right? So anyways, I mean, there's other different little scenes there with Thais and Jasmine rubbing, Emily's legs and, talking about Ed on the side and all that other stuff. And I'm not going to get into that. But I just think that I was surprised, again, at Ed and Liz and Sophie and Rob that, she had to pretend that, they were together. And then, when they asked who was being intimate, you asked. I said, don't start that adult shop scene again. We've seen this before.
Right.
Get mad all over again, right? Phil Foster Dog Mom says Angela will show up for any TV screen and a chick. Well,
yeah.
Well,
can't be mad at her.
Well, let's go ahead and roll into the next day. Couples are getting ready to do their official tell-all on the stage.
Mhm.
Jasmine and Gino already upset. What was she really upset about? Because what?
He was in the room. She didn't want, and she didn't want to change in front of him.
So basically, she was being petty because that don't make no
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. She didn't want to. She didn't want to change her clothes in front of him, and he wouldn't leave.
Right. So their couples are sitting down after they get changed and ready to go on stage. In walks Michael. Michael made it to tell all. And the clip that I remember the most was when Kobe met Michael. He was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, two African men up in here. We know each other feels and can relate. I said relates. Yet now I get to thinking. I may have been thinking too much, but I'm a thinker naturally. I'm a talker naturally. I said, "What's that mean, Kobe? What's that mean? Are we trying to read between the lines about what's going on over there at the house with Karen and Nick? What you trying to say?" Dabbing up Michael on the low, trying to, let me know. So, but I thought it was cool. He made it there. Everyone was welcoming to Michael, just like I knew they were. But then Rory says the reception for Michael was like the first day of school. But because no one believed Michael was after 7 years. This, right? But then who do we see? We see Angela. You know what? See, when I said this a couple weeks ago, when I was like, Angela looked like, pretty bad. Like she woke up. But when we saw her walk in, and I'm not talking about her on a personal level, I'm like, wow, she really does look bad. She really looks older. You know what I'm saying? Like one day, I'm sure it was a filter, but one day she woke up, or we saw her with her fresh cosmetic surgery, and next time we see her, she looking like some luggage. And I was like, what's happening here, right? So she came and make it in the building without talking smack to production about Michael. See, Michael already told everybody when they asked, "Oh, where's Angela?" He said, "Oh, me and Angie, we had a big fight, but it's still my wife. It was private." I said, "That's a good one, Michael. That's what you're supposed to say." Because as soon as Angela come in here, she's going to be like, "What you said?" I know what she's going to say. She said in the back, and I'm surprised she spilled the beans with Big Ed. She said that she didn't have no one to vent to, so she decided to talk to Big Ed. So she trying to say that Skylar's tired of listening to her nonsense, her daughter?
Probably.
What y'all think?
Skylar, don't they live with her?
Yes.
Yeah, then she probably hear it all
the time.
Like
Every
they
day.
yelling, it's probably going crazy. Michael!
Wash these clothes.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Cynthia says Angela's face looks like it's melting. Something.
Listen. Yeah, you say Angela looks older. Yeah, emphasis on the old.
50. She said she's 58. I'm like,
she about 70.
Well, what's her name? Jasmine's 38, 37, 38. So I guess
Jasmine like 44.
Jasmine actually looked better today. Oh, this little reunion, on the reunion, she looked way different. I'm like, oh, maybe she was stressed.
I guess it's a lot of stress she's going through. So what's her name? I still can't believe how nice Sophie looked in that brown hair. I just don't understand why she don't wear it all the time. Maybe
she need to.
So, anyways, when the couples finally get to the stage and meet Sean, all right, everyone's sitting around. She's doing her, hellos and everything else. Why did Sean ask everybody, so who slept in the same room?
Sean petty and messy.
That was definitely a setup question, wasn't it? And of course, Mother Hen had to say, well, I know they did. Ashley, are you the host? Do you want to host? Right. I'm tired of Ashley, for real. So who was in the same? I want to ask, was y'all in the same room? Because Manuel don't act like he like you either. But that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
So Sophie and Rob, right, weren't in the same room, or were they?
Or no, they didn't sleep they didn't sleep in the same bed.
Right. Gino and Jasmine, no.
And
Ed and Liz. And was there somebody else? I don't remember.
Um, no, everybody else slept together because it would have been Ashley and Manuel, Loren and Alexi, and Emily and Kobe.
Right. So then here comes Angela. She comes to the stage, right, with Michael. And so, here comes her temper. What do you think is truly going through Michael's head when he sits next to her? What do you think? Because next week's going to be the telltale of what's going to go on. But what do
You're
you
gonna be
think?
like that. That potion you gave me didn't work, Ashley.
Nah. It's just that why would you want to? Listen. You have to be riding real hard to want to. Ooh, I'm going to rhyme. Riding real hard to want a green card for 7 years. You'll put up with this mess from Angela. You can't even breathe. You know what I'm saying? You can't even look at nobody. You can't look at your phone. You can't even chew. You know what I'm saying? It's like a guppy, you know, scooping air like a fish. And Angela
Mm-hmm.
comes out to the stage talking about, what you talking about? You already telling lies. He's a liar. He's a this. He's a that. Why you tell him why we're not here? He tries to answer and she immediately cuts him off. I mean, do you want him to say or do you not want him to say? Which is it?
Right. She don't
And
want them to. She just want to be heard and want to be the loudest one in the room, just loud and wrong.
I was just trying to figure out what she mad about. Like everything you was bringing up was old.
Yeah,
Like so, you just don't you. So you still mad about that stuff. So seems like she's just a person. Like when she get mad, she fake forgive you. Then when she get mad, she bring everything up every time.
well, yeah,
hmm
he lied. She had to do the private investigator. He lied. It's all going to come out this time. He's using me. He don't love me. But we've heard this time and time again. We heard it just
Yeah,
on this season. So, like you said, Devontae, what is new? What's new that she's saying? Now you want everybody to hear it?
But she using him too. You just got now. You got you a maid.
exactly. You got a Manny,
Yeah, you know what
a
you
Manny.
did. So quit trying
Yeah,
to act like you ain't getting nothing out the deal. You ain't getting the extra part out the deal that's below his stomach because you just rude.
right.
Yeah.
Michael,
Uh,
like, man, I did not sign up for 7 years. I didn't know it was gonna take this long, but now
Phil,
that I'm in it, I gotta finish it.
Phil Foster Dog Mom or Mo says, Michael is thinking, I did this for a free green card. I should have stayed with the Paradise guys. He would have found somebody else for sure. He would have, because
Yeah,
they was
Hmm.
there. Roy says, the typhoon in the building, aka my wife. I mean, it's just, oh my gosh, I would be so embarrassed. If I was Angela, I would be embarrassed just to continue to come on and on and on. Who said she comes on for a check? Who said that? Because that's real. Because why else would you want to do this? And your house be nasty too? Oh no,
But
that's
why
not.
yeah,
can everybody feel for Michael getting yelled at, and not wanting to sleep with her? But when Gino get the same thing, it's Gino. I would be loving to sleep with my wife. Y'all ain't say that to Michael because Angela's show going off, and Michael ain't. She ain't had none in 2 months either. We're the same
right.
energy. But when Gino don't want to do it, oh Gino, you're just being nah. Same thing.
Right. So
hmm
Cynthia says, was Angela married to her daughter's dad? I wonder did she treat him like she treats Michael? I heard that rumor, Cynthia. I did hear that rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. If it is true, and even the fact that it's a rumor is not cool, is out of line. That says a lot, right?
Right.
So, anyways, so let's get to Ed and Liz. So, the surprise is that Liz's boyfriend is there. But in the meantime, they're talking about their relationship and they talk about the straw that broke the camel's back, that taco pasta. And so Ed described the pasta, how he's making it. First of all, it sounded nasty to me, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's talking about, yeah, you do the onions, the jalapenos, and all this other stuff, habaneros. And, you could leave it in, leave it out. But then Liz explained again, and I remember her saying this, that Riley, her daughter, is a vegan. But if
Right.
Riley's a vegan, why would you feed her something that wasn't vegan, Ed?
Exactly.
Why isn't there a separate meal, even to Liz? Why would she even
hmm
if she's, you know what I'm saying, unless she's trying to come off being a vegan a little bit? I don't know. I don't know. Well, anyways, it was too spicy for Robert. And and that was it. I guess she flipped out on the deep end and just, in front of his family, and Ed was embarrassed and he just didn't want to be bothered with her anymore. So I guess in a way, to me, that tells me she got put out that night or she left to go somewhere, because she said the very next day she was going somewhere, coming back, and she got a call from the wedding officiant that the wedding was off. I'm like, girl, where did you go over some taco pasta?
Right.
For the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have, like I said, I don't know why Riley's meal wasn't separate anyways. But what would make you leave the house though? And then come back, and then on the way back is like, oh, sorry to tell you, that your wedding's off, the case may be. What you think, Tamika?
Yeah, that was absolutely ridiculous. He is not. Why couldn't he just tell her? And I think that he put the wedding officiant up to call her and tell her, because I don't know if they were friends or not. So I think he put the wedding officiant up to call her and tell her like, hey, the wedding is off, because he wasn't man enough to tell her, and he wanted her to hurt.
Right.
And so that's why.
And she's still hurting. And so that's another point that Liz was saying. If you miss me so much and you want to try again, I'm like, how many times do you need to try? The man is 60.
Exactly.
We'll go ahead and roll him to 60. He's late 50, just like Angela. You 60, right? Which is fine to be 60. But once you reach a certain age in your life, you shouldn't be acting like you 20, you 30.
Exactly.
Ed is doing this. Angela's doing it too, but we're talking about Ed and Liz. He's doing this. He's manipulating her back and forth, right? So why would you want to continue with someone that's your daughter's age anyways, that you talk about she don't have enough life experience? But then Liz was like, well, that's why you was on a dating app 6 months later anyways, if you were so into me. And because, Ed tried to say he was a changed man, he's an usher at the church and all this other stuff, but you still on the side.
I thought she said it was a month.
Yeah, it wasn't 6 months. It was a month.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
So
They broke
ushered at
up.
church.
I mean, how was she supposed to meet other people? I mean, what was he supposed to do? You moving to a different state. It ain't like you moving in the same state.
No, you are supposed to move on, right? But if you just called off the wedding, right? And so I got the 6 months from the tell-all to them seeing each other. If you just called off the wedding and I've only been gone a month, how have you moved on already? We were engaged.
Exactly.
And you didn't really want to marry me in the first place.
Well, how long did it take him to move on from the other girl to her?
I'm not sure, but it was a few seasons. So whenever they filmed it, but that's not the point though. You know what I'm saying?
I get what y'all saying. You're right.
Yeah. So, but anyways, he's a changed man, right? But then out comes Liz's mom. And Liz's mom is a spitfire. She's like, you going to purgatory. Purgatory. No, let me finish. You
purgatory hell.
So, Sean is asking, how do you feel about Ed? She said, of course, like any mother would say, you hurt my child. I don't have no respect for you. The whole shebang, right? Because I would be the same way. So, but when it came to the point of, because Ed said that Liz has an anger issue. I think he has one too, but he's really calling her out. And Liz, if you notice, didn't necessarily deny it. But she said, if you anger me, then the B comes out. But that's most people, men and women, right? If you anger someone, you back someone in the corner, you expect what you get. But he said anger issues as if things come up all the time. So when Liz's mom was in there, the first thing she did was, she don't have anger issues. I said, listen at you. She got that from me. You?
Yeah. She got anger issues.
What you think your daughter's doing? No, she doesn't have anger issues. I said, you know what? I can move the chalkboard to Ed on this one. I didn't want to, but I'm like, yeah.
All right. Then you said came out talking about I still want to kill him. What?
Right.
So
where does the anger issue stem from? mom
Mm-hmm.
to daughter, right? Which is a good chance. And possibly, I'm not saying this is the reason why. I don't know. Maybe that's one reason because she probably wasn't stable, whatever. Doesn't have custody of her daughter. Maybe she does have other issues that's out of control that she needed help or therapy for that she may need. And that could be a possibility too. Because when the mom just automatically went off, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, this is the reason why. Let me read some comments that hear what you have to say. Phil Foster Dog Mom says, if you disrespect my child with food she doesn't eat and then tells her to suck it up, I would have left after breakup number one. We wouldn't have first been together, but I see your point. Rory says he wasn't Liz. He wanted Liz to come calling back to him. Probably, yeah, more than likely.
Mm-hmm.
So what y'all think about Liz's mom? We already just discussed that. You go into purgatory, she's already off the handle, but yeah, I can see Liz getting it from her. Do you think
Yeah, she definitely has some anger issues. And so but I think that he just heightened it, you
uh,
know, with what he put her through. But she allowed him to put her through that because she could have walked away at any time. And um I know for me, if this was my child and I saw somebody was um being disrespectful, and the verbal abuse and the emotional and the all of that, I've
yeah,
been like, nah, you better come on, little homie. I don't know why you stand over here, because you about to come with me. And there's going to be that. Absolutely not. I would have never allowed my child to get that far gone and that far emotional. She's depressed, and
yeah.
again, she has moved on too quickly again. So now the cycle is going to continue.
Mm-hmm. I
And
agree, Phil.
you already heard old boy say that they ain't got into some little tits, and but they've talked it out and everything. But yeah, you supposed to be in the honeymoon stage. You in the first couple months, and y'all already going back and forth. So
Right.
yeah, she's moved on way too quick. Um, I don't want to victim blame, but everybody has a part to blame in this. Her mama, and Ed.
Right. Now, her relationship with this guy, I forgot his name. If y'all know, you could tell me. I forgot his name. I'll know next. No. Anyways, so Ed moved on within the 1 month, but Liz has been with this man for 4 months. So it took her 2 months to move on. And Liz is serious with this guy where they're going to be moving in together.
Stupid.
Jason is his
Stupid.
name. I thought it was yes, Jason.
I was going to say Ryan.
Jason, why are you trying to move in with her? She ain't even got her daughter.
Right.
Strike one and two. A mama losing her
3 and 4.
daughter?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
In another
Wow.
country.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what got
Her
me. She took 2 planes. She international. I almost fell out when I saw that.
Yeah.
But you're right, Devontae. She don't have her daughter one. They both
her
moved on.
priorities is not right. You trying to
Yeah.
get a man already? Get your daughter back.
Yeah.
Right. Right. If she
Get your
can.
I agree.
job. What happened to her job? Then she had to start over? You just
Yes.
now, it's only been 4 months. I know you ain't got that established in 4 months.
4
I'm
months.
saying you couldn't have got a
Hmm.
job, but like you probably ain't where you was before.
Mm-hmm. Right. But like I said, like I said, she's moving fast, but she's moving fast deep, like moving in already. And again, they were both, not just Ed, you were both engaged. And she's the one, she cried too. She was emotional too. And she said that he was like, go ahead, babe, get it out. He lets her talk about the ex to him, which I guess, I mean, a lot of people wouldn't necessarily like that, but this is still fresh during this tape. You know what I'm saying? So if it's that fresh and you're still crying and emotional, there's still an attachment when you do
Hmm.
it, so uh, Phil Foster Dog Mom says apple tree mama Liz. And then Cynthia says, Liz is a doormat for Ed. It annoyed me when she hugged and cried for Ed and wiped his tears. I said, what you wiping his tears for?
Right. Right. Yeah. When
First of
old
all,
boy
as the
see.
boyfriend, when you see that, oh yeah, hey, this ain't even gonna work out, shorty.
Right. Yes, that's right, Rory. She said she had the opportunity to be an owner of a restaurant, but turned it down for Ed. That's true. She did on one of their
So
seasons. That's very, very true.
They're just thinking with the wrong parts, baby. You thinking with the wrong parts.
Right. And here comes
Mhm.
Ashley talking about Ed. I haven't heard you be, anytime you do this is a problem, right? Be accountability for what you're doing. I'm like, if
Girl,
you
look in the mirror.
come on this tell all, you haven't been accountable either. Okay?
No.
Just sit back and be quiet and listen. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like Ed because a lot of people don't, right?
Right.
But still, that's their story. Nobody's interrupting you. So actually,
Mhm.
anyway, Phil Foster Dog Mom says, "What ex's face do you wipe unless they're girl? Unless they passed on. I guess that's deep too. All right. So let's move on. Oh, anybody have anything else to say about Jason, Liz's mom, and anything else for
No,
that?
we've talked about them way too long.
All right. Well, let's move on. All right. Gino and Jasmine, not in a good place. Jasmine says Gino's tried to hold her back from everything, from getting her driver's license, and she had to call her friend. I'm like, who's your friend? Have we seen a friend, or was it just one of Gino's family members? Hey, I didn't see. I'm looking at my notes. Hey, Trees. And so Gino's like, well, I could drive you. That's not the point. She don't want to be driven no more. She wants to get a green card. She wants a driver's license. She wants her own, stability.
Independence.
Right. So Gino's like, it just doesn't take me a long time. All you have to do is ask. But then Jasmine's like, well, you don't want to drive in rush hour. Okay, so I mean, people really don't want to drive in rush hour.
You ain't got to drive that far.
Right.
Okay. You ain't got to drive that far.
That's an excuse, right?
And further, all hearing in Michigan, you have to make an appointment. So it's not like you're just walking in. You have to make an appointment to have any kind of services done.
At the DMV?
It's called Secretary of State in Michigan. Yes.
Okay. You have to do that here too. You have to make an appointment online, and then whatever day is open at one of the 6 DMVs, you go. And then the only walk-in day is Wednesday, but it's first come, first serve. And it's cut off at a certain time. So I think that's probably universal. But the point is, Jasmine don't want Gino, excuse me, Gino.
Somebody's calling her because she's frozen.
Oh, I thought I was about to say, what I do?
I know, right?
Sorry. Sorry about that. I apologize. But when Jasmine calls him out on the fact that he doesn't work, so what's he doing? And I'm like, here we go again. Check for Jasmine. That's right. He don't work. It's been over a year. Gino said it would be 1 year before he went back to work. So what's the problem? He can't answer that question.
Because it's Gino with the sleeping hat. Why she think it's taking him over a year? You know how hard it's probably for him to understand this? The fact that he got this far, Jasmine, come on. We don't got to say the obvious now.
What's the obvious? What's the obvious?
It's a lot. The mall is open, but there ain't a lot of people shopping. So, okay, this is why, hey, it's taking a long time. And he don't have no money, or he just cheap. And he don't want to spend the money.
It's both. I think it's both. Because if he had money, he wouldn't have to borrow from his cousin. Because he said he was, using the extra money for the green card and things like that. And
I feel like he got fired. I just don't feel like he quit.
You think
Because
so?
it's not adding up. It's not adding up. You already borrowing 1 year later. You should have been back. If you got that low, you should have been already back to work. And you still ain't trying to go back.
I agree.
Nope.
So then Gino's cousins joined the show. And they're talking about, what's going on. I think they like Jasmine pretty much. And I think they feel, because Gino has done this before with someone else. And I just think that they feel he's going through the motions. But at his age as well, he needs to settle down. If he's going to be with Jasmine, right? But why did Jasmine say that she's never seen Gino without clothes off?
That's wild to me.
That is beyond wild.
That's wild.
It's
You ain't
beyond.
never seen your husband with no clothes on? Or
Well,
just a hat and socks, at
It
least?
ain't wild. It's Gino. He got a sleeping hat. That's always gonna be my.
that's always your answer.
He
But
sleep with a hat.
Listen,
He
yes,
sleep with a hat on all seasons. And y'all surprised that she ain't see him naked? What?
yes.
I mean, it's just like him like a sleeping in a bonnet.
I mean, it's weird, but what do you need to see him all the way naked for?
Just in
Like
general, you could
you
be
seen the parts. That's all you need to see. What you want to see his butt?
No, he probably turned off the lights.
Hey, well, I mean, y'all been doing it like this for years. You knew what was up.
right, but
Right.
not even that, because remember, Gino said that they haven't been intimate in months. So maybe not even
Cause she
then.
be scaring him. She be yelling. She gotta be not. She just I
Yeah,
don't know. She too.
yeah.
He didn't pick a hot head. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He probably really scared of her, and he probably like no 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 no.
He'll never
Yeah.
admit. He'll never admit. He would.
Nope.
I mean, she is like right underneath Angela for me, but Angela takes the cake of being, overly expressive with their thoughts and feelings.
Hmm.
I'm really surprised the black people did not get on her.
On who?
Angela. Like soon as she got out there, I would have been on her.
No,
On her. How dare you spit on that black man like that? A man, period. You spit on him.
because
You acting like you an American. You are trash.
they act like they
Hmm.
too, unless they're going to confront her in the house. But anyways, back to Gino and Jasmine though. So why did Jasmine say that Gino was looking at adult movies with the sugar baby he used to be with?
I mean, did he meet her like that?
I think that's how he met Jasmine on the Sugar Baby site.
Right. So what's the
So
problem?
I
I
don't know.
don't know what the problem
It's a
is.
fantasy. I just know the girl I'm doing my thing to. I just happen to know her. What's the problem?
Hmm.
That's true too. Oh, let me jump back at the house. Why was her ultimatum? Jasmine's ultimatum was like, we have to have sex for you to be in the room with me. And Gino, I said, wow, is that deep? Gino's finally trying to, I don't know, put his foot down.
He's like, well, I ain't going to the couch, probably.
I don't
Give
know.
me the couch and a good pillow in my hat.
That's
Right.
that's crazy. But you know what? On the tell all, because that was really it for the first part. I want to see more of Sophie and Rob. I want to see more of them. I don't care about Alex
Hmm.
and Loren, because when Sean went
Hmm.
around the first time, she was like, "Oh, you have a lot to talk about." I'm like, "What? What do
No,
they
they
have to
don't.
say?" They should have started with them first.
Yeah, got them out the way.
But I want
Yeah.
to see Sophie and Rob, and I want to see Angela and Michael. So that leads to next
Hmm.
week. So next week, we're going to see on the actual tell-all stage, Michael and Angela interviewed, and Michael said, in part, he said, if it was so bad, then send me home. I said, what, Michael? You don't want to go home for real.
My,
You don't want to
you
go
don't
home.
want to go home.
Angela said, oh, well, that you only have to say that to me. What'd you say? One more time, or that's the last time? I'm like, he would have said
Hmm.
that more than once anyway, but that's just me. But Michael demanded to send him home. What y'all thought about Michael? You think who's going to leave the stage first, Angela
She
or Michael?
is. She is.
She'll be back though, because that's her mo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
I think
always
she
got to walk
definitely
away.
gonna.
She
Yeah,
said she don't
cause
like
I
tell
mean,
alls or nothing, but she'll be back after she get her
cause
She'll be
little.
back.
she loud and wrong. You wrong, Angela. It
Oh,
don't matter. You're wrong. You treating this man terrible. You ain't been nice. You don't trust him. Yet you
mm,
brought him over here. Then the first thing you teach him is how to turn the dryer and stuff on. Watch do chores.
Right.
right.
Forget how to drive, how to play baseball, football. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to turn on this washing machine, this dryer. Like what? Come on, lady,
Right.
stop it.
Not to wash your clothes, but to wash his
Exactly.
clothes first.
No class.
I
Yeah.
said, oh my gosh. And then we see Sean, the host, asking Kobe about the girlfriend, and he said he didn't officially break it off, but we saw that on past
Yeah, we
episodes.
knew that. Yeah.
But so why is Emily sitting there with her mouth open, like, oh my gosh, like if you go
Emily, girl, you been married to this man how long? You 3 kids deep. Shut up.
Exactly. You
Right.
want a
Girl,
storyline.
Africa. You see how long it took us to get to Africa? I ain't
Right.
going back over there. Even if I do still like it, she in Africa. Let it go. You ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere. What, you going back to the basement?
I guess. Phil Foster Dog Mom Mo says Michael's going to or has applied for the Mercy Green Card due to DV like Mahmoud and the other girl. What other girl? What other girl had a green card? And Mahmoud, he's not here.
No, yeah, he's back in Egypt.
Yeah, he's not here.
I bet he's like, Jesus Christ, I got out of
Yeah.
there.
He
should
never
have.
wanted to come here anyway.
No, he didn't want to come. No. What other lady felt? Well, if you knew, you would type it. All right. If you think of it, let me know. And then let's see. Loren getting to an argument with Big Ed, telling Ed, "I don't like you. I think you're a bully." I said, "Lauren, sit down."
Right.
Oh, it's big. Now sit down.
Right. But Ed always wanted to go back and forth with the women. He rarely goes back and forth with the men.
But her husband should have checked her on that, because you don't walk up on no man.
Yeah,
I would have been like, baby, sit down, chill out. Don't get in that man face, because if he do something, then I got to do something. You messing up the
Right.
check. We need the check.
Right.
Especially you keep on want to get surgery every other month.
On top of that, we're going to see her confront Ed again in upcoming clips. I'm like, Ed's going to be with Loren again. He's going to be into it with Thais and Sophie. I'm like, what is Ed
He got into it with everybody.
so out of line to get the women upset? And to your point, Devontae, why aren't their husbands or boyfriends checking Ed?
Mm-hmm.
Because he
I
clearly
mean, it's them too, though. I mean, I'll be like, look, I don't know how you gonna talk to their wives, but she ain't gonna talk to mine like that. And
Exactly.
I'm gonna talk to my wife later. Look, don't be talking to him, because if he say something fly, then it's on. And I ain't got time for that. We came here to tell our story, tell our part, give our little opinions, and we going back to Pennsylvania, wherever we live at.
right. I got you. I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is part 1 of the 5-all tell-all. What you say? Her name is Eve. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I'm not sure where you're from, though. So the part 5 tell-all. I hope that next week on the clips we saw with Angela hollering at Michael, I just want to see the clip. I don't care for her hollering and being low-key domestic with Michael, but just the way that she's talking to him like he's her son. Because even Manuel, if Manuel said something, it's something. Manuel said, is that her husband or her son? Because she's telling Michael, I'm the queen or something. And he's walking upstairs talking about, you don't walk away from me. I said, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crown on. So we'll see what's up.
All it take, Michael just need to get crazy with it one time. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're so fun.
Yeah. I
You
think
to march down those stairs. Ooh, I like that, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I think Michael would leave in the middle of the night before he said any of that, to be honest. I do. Because I don't think Michael's confrontational with her like that. Because you saw on one of the last episodes when he tried to put his foot down and he went home and how broke down she was. If Michael walked out the door, that'll be the end of their tell-off for her. That's all you got to do is walk in the door. It's a wrap. So, all right, everybody. So the 90-day the other way video will be out tomorrow. Are you still watching?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm watching that, the UK, and Unexpected. I'm trying to bounce all these shows.
Okay. I watch Unexpected too, but I don't do a review about it because and Unexpected is 2 years behind. Just FYI.
No. Okay, it makes sense.
Those babies are 2 years old. So, but the video will be out tomorrow around 3:30 Eastern time. So look for that. Like I said, it's pre-recorded, but I'll be in the chat. And I'm tired of Sarper and Shekinah. We need
tired of them already.
Get them off the show.
They are the older version of Rob and Sophie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're watching. Belfast Dog Mom's watching. Cynthia's watching. And Forbidden Love, I'm not watching that one. I'm not watching
Yeah,
that.
I'm not watching that one either.
Yeah, it looked like a drier 90 day. I can't do it, but we
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, need a break. So, but anyways, any last comments before we go, or we're good?
Is Married at First
Oh,
Sight still pushed back?
Yes. Now it says September.
it was something I was gonna say about
The new 90
these new
days.
couples. Yeah, but I can't remember. So it's all good.
Man, that new
Yes.
90 day gonna be comedy. When that blind man, he, he's like, she's like,
Anyway,
he blind, and then he's like,
We
she's
got a
over there,
blind, a crippled,
right?
and a crazy.
don't give it
She
away.
said,
I'll
he's
have to,
like,
don't
she
give it
over
away.
there,
Don't give it away. I'll have the clip
Oh,
up. I'll have the clip up edited. I'll have the
that
clip.
it's funny. I was like, you got to be effing lying.
like
Right.
these producers did a good job because this,
Yeah. I don't know where we found it from, but this when I first saw that, I was like, wow. So, anyways, yeah, I'll have the clip. I'll edit the clip for next week, so y'all can have it. We can
Yeah.
talk. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everybody in the chat on the replay. So, have a good night, everyone.
good night.
Bye.